What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is a video of the challenge. Speak English every day until I get fluent at speaking English. So today we have the topic of public speaking. It's kind of interesting, right? We also have some vocabulary here. Oh, okay. So, the first question is, are you afraid of public speaking? Actually, I'm not afraid of public speaking. I can be really confident to talk to a lot of people, maybe even millions of people. I feel like it would be really great to give my personal ideas, give my personal thoughts in front of as much people as possible. But I just hope that maybe if my opinions they are too crazy, a lot of people will try to kill me, and that's the thing that make me afraid. Will make me afraid of giving a speech. Have you ever given a speech? Yes, I have given a lot of speeches before. To be honest, I am one of the person in my class who has the greatest speaking skills in my class. When I could be able to stand in front of all of my friends in the class and give talk about something and give some punchlines to make them laugh as well. That's my strength. That's my strength. Whenever I give a speech, I am really good at presenting. As to be honest, do you enjoy speaking in front of others? I feel like it is really interesting to give a speech, to present in front of others, but I don't enjoy giving speaking in front of others that much, because I feel like I just need to have normal conversations with my friends. That's all enough. If you're giving a presentation in front of others, it will be really cool, and I can mm, have a lot of girlfriends. But actually, it isn't my favorite activity to do. I am just good at speaking in front of others, but I don't enjoy speaking in front of others. How uh how can people improve their speaking skills? Firstly, I feel like that they need to try for at least one time in their life. If they cannot try to give a speech one time in their life, they will never be able to be good at speaking. And the second thing, that they need to change their mindset. They need to change the mindset that from my personal experiences, I have seen a lot of body. They have a mindset that if I give a presentation, a lot of people will laugh at me because I am so bad at presenting, and I will stutter a lot. I will give a lot of bad ideas, a lot of bad topics, and people they will criticize me a lot. They give a lot of negative, something like that. Generally, people they have they have feared speaking in front of many people, and I know that they need to change their mindset. They need to change from, oh, this person he will judge me, for into, oh, he's this person he will give me compliments. That's what you need to change. Or maybe you just need to, oh, screw it, never give up, never mind. Yeah, that's the most important thing. When you give a speech, you have not to give your attention to others' feedbacks. Maybe if they give you positive feedbacks, you need to consume that. You need to listen to them. But if people they criticize you, they insult you because you give a bad presentation, you just need to scroll it. You just need to you don't need to give your care, give your attention about that, because you know that there are a lot of people that will appreciate you. Or maybe it's just like, oh, I don't mind. I have a lot of things else to do. My my baby my baby is crying at home. I need to go home and take care of my baby. Yeah, that's the mindset that you need to have when you give a speech. I always I always have that mindset whenever I try to give a presentation or give a speech in front of public. And every time I watch myself, I watch the video of myself talking, presenting, I always feel really embarrassed. To be honest, I always feel really embarrassed because like, oh damn, how can how can I be this bad? How can I be this stupid? How can I be this clumsy? Well, nah. Basically, that's just my like. I don't give my attention about that so much, and that's what I talk. That's what I say for fun. But actually, I am really proud of myself when I dare to give a try to give a speech, and that's the mindset that you need to have. What topics do you like to talk about? So I like I enjoy giving my personal thoughts, my personal ideas about topics that I am like uh, about the topics that I'm good at. Something like, oh, I'm good at football, and I can give you some advices about football, or maybe, oh, I have a good mindset, and I can give you some advices to fix a mindset, or like, oh, I have a good routine, and I can give you some ideas, and give you some of my personal ways to change your daily routine. And that's what I love to talk about. And ever if if there's any field that I'm good at, I always love to give a speech, give my presentation about a topic. Describe a speech you gave or heard. So this is the first speech in my like when I first studied in my secondary school. There was a time I was studying English, and the English teacher, she told us, she told us to go home and prepare a like a nice presentation about your personal hobbies. And like a lot of people, they just prepare it and record it through camera. And my teacher, she said that you should try to give a presentation in front of others. Oh no, no, she didn't say that. She just said that you need to record your you say that people everyone in my class, they need to record themselves and upload to Zalo, to the class group. And then I also prepare a really nice presentation. I made a really good slide and inserted a lot of good pictures, a lot of my hobbies, a lot of my personal activities, daily activities, and then I my like my English speaking at the moment, it was kind of charismatic to listen. So my presentation, it impressed my teacher, and because of that, in the next so because of that, in the next class of when we studied English, the teacher, she told me to stand up and give a speech about my hobby. Oh, wait me a minute. And then I was really embarrassed. I felt really ashamed to give a presentation because at that moment I was just re- like I was just recently stepping into a new class and I didn't know a lot of classmates in the class, and I felt a little bit shy, but uh, I still dared to give a try. Stepped up in front of everyone in the class. I started presenting in English, and then I showed a lot of my I showed a lot of my hobbies, and I showed a lot of my dreams, my pictures, and a lot of my personal miscellaneous things that you know. And then a lot I made it really well. I presented fluently, and after finishing presenting, my teacher she gave me compliments, and a lot of people in my class they they were feeling really impressed by the way that I gave a speech, and I was feeling really proud of myself at that moment. And after that, I also made a lot of new friends, and that's one of the important thing, most of the important things that I am in my first class in the secondary school. Talk about presentation to remember. So like um, in the last semester, it's the school, my school, they operated for three, for me and two other people in my class to participate in a TV game show for in English, and then the the TV game show they announced that they announced that we need to prepare a presentation about environment. It was kind of easy, and me and with like I've and with two other people in my class, we started preparing slides, preparing paragraph, and started practicing together. And after a lot of hard work, we finally stood up in front of the TV game show. I felt I felt really nervous because like it was one of my first time stepping in a actual TV game show. But I am I ignore I tried to ignore of all of my anxiety, all of my nerves, and we played a really good game. We presented the topic environment um, fluently in a and properly, and a lot of people they they give good comments for us. And in that TV game show, in that day, I also met a girl in the opponent team. I thought she was my enemy, but no. At a at a day, in a day, she like she came to us and she decided to talk to us. I thought that she was one of the enemies that I need to annihilate in that day. You know, she was really friendly. She was really laid back, and she tried to talk to us. To start, a, she tried to give to start a conversation with us, and we felt really impressed by her personality, and she is really beautiful and gorgeous as well. And I thought that I fell in love with her in that day. Describe someone who speaks really well in public. It must be my friend. Her name is Joey, but I will say she is Alice. Yeah. So Alice is a confident girl. She is really clever as well. She she always reads books, and she has broadened knowledge of a lot of fields in life, and she's really confident. That's the most important thing. And every time the teacher tells us tells us to give a speech, a lot of people in my class they will feel really scared. But mm, Alice she always loves to give a speech because she feels like it is cool to give a speech in front of many people, and she is also really like like I cannot describe that, but like her voice and the way she talks and the topics she talks about, it, it is really cohesive and really fluent. It always impresses a lot of people in my class, and a lot of teachers in my school. They also give their attention to Alice because she is really good at presenting. So every time the my school have like every time my school has a significant event, Alice will always be chosen to give a speech in front of all of students in the school, and that's what makes a lot of people feel jealous of her. But actually, she's really good at presenting, and she is actually good at speaking in front of public. Talk about a time you had to speak up. So I still remember that there was a time in my class we were studying literature, and our teacher, she told us to prepare a topic which is hu like let me remember. It is about physical health and mental health in students. Yeah, it was kind of tough. It was kind of tricky to prepare for that topic, and we started writing about that topic. But then my teacher, she suddenly told us that if 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 there is anyone who could stand in front of the class and give a nice speech, I will give you a 10 in your notebook. And um in that semester, a 10, it was so much. If you have a 10 in your notebook, maybe you will have a high chance of passing literature. And because of that, a lot of people, they feel really interested about that reward, about that 10. But no one dares to give a speech about that because the topic it was kind of tricky. And if our topic is not good enough, and if we we cannot we cannot present well, we cannot present properly, we will just receive something like 8 or 9, not a 10. And because of that, no one dares to give a try. So, because when my teacher, she noticed that, oh, in this class, no one wants to give a speech about this topic, I would choose a person who is really good at presenting recently. And it is me. I was the one who got chosen by my teacher because I have presented a lot of presentations that I did really well before. So the literature teacher, she really believed in me, and I didn't believe in myself because I didn't prepare anything. So I told my teacher that just give me a few minutes to let me prepare topics, and I started writing ideas in my notebooks. I didn't writing a lot of things. I didn't write a lot of things, but like that's I just write things that I have consumed when I use internet, when I am approached with YouTubers who are good at mental health, and then my speech it was really good, and then I decided to stand up in front of everyone in the class. I was I like I expressed my feeling. I smiled, yeah, and then I started presenting and then my presentation it was really smooth, and it it went really smoothly and properly, and everyone in my class they felt really like they felt really impressed about my presentation. Like every word, everything that I say in the presentation, it was really charismatic, appealing, and it touched a lot of people's hearts. I am just exaggerate things up. Don't mind that. But because in that day, I dared to give a try. I dared to give a speech about mental health, about physical health and mental health in students. The teacher, she gave me a lot of compliments and a lot of good comments, and then she decided to give me a 10. It was really easy to receive a 10 from my literature teacher. I just need to be confident to give a speech about things that I'm good at. Describe how you prepare for public speaking. So every time I have to prepare for public speaking, you, like I will prepare it at home. Simple man, I just need to ask or search on YouTube how to present confidently, fluently, and the topic, how to make topic become like interesting, and how to make people, how to attract people, a lot of tips on YouTube. And I also ask ChatGPT to assist me to create a paragraph to for public speaking. But if I don't prepare anything, like I will just give my personal thoughts, my personal ideas instantly in front of everyone in public. That's how I present. That's how I talk. I am really good at doing body language. I just boom 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 boom. Body language is really important, and I can also make some like eye contact. But actually I'm not good at making eyes contact, because like my teacher, she also told me that I am really bad at making eye contact, because my like this is how I make eye contact with other. Imagine this is a person who is listening to me, and look I will look at him for exact 1 second. I will look at him for exact 1 second, and I will change my orientation into another person. And that's because of that my teacher, she she feels really aggressive of my eye contact. She can feel the way that I am immersing myself to give a really nice topic, nice speech to people who are listening. Because she feels like that I'm just trying to try to do presentation as fast as possible to skip this presentation. She feels like that, so she told me that I need to I need to keep the eye contact with people longer. Like I can look at this guy for more than 5 or 6 or 7, or I just need to I want to tell you this, you are really good, you are really good. I need to keep eye contact with one person for as long as possible, and then if I feel enough, I will change my vision to another person. I change my perspective for another person, and thus I should make eye contact with people. And that's how, and that's also eye contact and body language is two important factors to make my presentation become better. And that's all. That's also the end of the video. Thank you guys for listening. I am really tired right now. I will get to my bed and take a really nice sleep right away. Thank you guys for listening.